Hello, Tony here. Hope you're all doing well. Okay, a lot of change happened in terms of market sentiment and retail trader sentiment as well. So if we're looking at Euro USD sentiments were quite bullish and price dropped down from 177 all the way to 158. So retail traders are almost about to shift their positions from bullish to bearish. So it's worth to look at EURUSD. So if we get a change in sentiment, because we can see that at a long term, it's they're more bearish, and the momentum is showing that more sellers are coming into the market. So I'm expecting EURUSD a bullish bias if retail sentiment is showing us that the majority of the traders are bearish in the market. GBPUSD, same story. So there's quite a few sellers. The sentiment is showing somehow bearishness. So we got a pullback, and right now we're seeing that the sentiment is showing bearish. So I'm expecting a bullish bias on GBPUSD for the week, unless we see a bullish sentiment. AUDUSD, we see bearish retail sentiment, and same thing as euro and pound. So I'm expecting a bullish bias for AUDUSD. USDJPY, the sentiment is quite bearish. Price bounced back after a massive drop, where we got a volume bullish divergence here at the bottom. It worked out really nicely, and the sentiments were at the maximum, and the retail traders sentiment shows perfectly switching from long to short, and price went up. So on USDJPY, the sentiment is still showing bearish, so I'm still expecting a bullish market for USDJPY on the following week. USDCAD, same as USDJPY. Retail sentiments are quite bearish, so I'm expecting a bullish bias for this week as well. USDCHF is quite ranging, so we don't have a really clear sentiment. As you can see, the ratio is just between 60 and 43. So expecting a range market on USDCHF for the following week. Gold, retail traders were bullish midweek, so and then the price dropped and hit the maximum level on the sentiment, and prices bounced back and just moved in a sideways market. But I'm still expecting a bearish bias on gold, as we have the sentiment is showing at the maximum level. So expecting another drop to get another maximum level if the momentum is not shifting to bullish. So if momentum is shifting to bullish, then to bullish, the price will definitely drop. But if the momentum it keeps on the bearish momentum, price will go higher. Excuse me. Silver, quite bearish market. Sentiment is showing the crowd are buying silver. So we had a really nice crossover here, where the sentiment were at the maximum level, and then we got the average the sentiment ratio, sorry, here, where it crossed above the 50, and then the price dropped. So based on the sentiment, next week for silver, it will be bearish market. US dollar index is quite bullish from what I see here. The sentiments are showing the crowd are bearish on US dollar. So expecting a bullish for US dollar. US Tech 100, so it's quite bullish. The sentiment has been bearish since April for the last month, for the last 2 months. So it's quite bullish. I don't expect any selling market, but because the majority of the traders are bearish. S&P 500, same as US Tech 100 index. It's quite a bullish market. The sentiment is showing the crowd at their maximum short level. So expecting another bullish week for S&P 500. Dow Jones, similar story to S&P 500. The sentiment is showing extreme sellers in the market, and the price is going higher. FTSC is bullish. The bias is bullish, but what we see in here on FTSC is we are seeing the sentiment ratio is crossing over and almost at 50, at level 50. So if we get more bullish sentiment, so we're definitely gonna have a bearish week. DAX is quite bullish as well. Sentiment is bearish, so the price is bullish, will be bullish for the following week as well. At least that's what I'm expecting for based on the sentiment. Russell 2000, the sentiment is showing extreme sellers in the market, and price went high. So I'm expecting another bullish week on Russell as well. Oil, despite the conflict in the Middle East, so we have a very bullish sentiment on Brent, on OPEC oil. I should say that. So expecting a pullback and then a bearish week for Brent. WTI is the same thing, expecting another bearish week for WTI. Bitcoin, bearish market, retail trader sentiment are at their maximum bullish sentiment. It's important to look at. If we get any shift in the sentiment, the Bitcoin price might go higher, but so far it's a bearish week for Bitcoin. Ethereum, same as Bitcoin, which I believe Ethereum is following Bitcoin. So quite bullish sentiment. So the price is, the market price is bearish. I'm expecting another bearish week for Ethereum. XRP, we had this bullish divergence while the sentiment, the retail sentiment is showing at the bullish at their maximum level. We had a bullish signal here. We are still bearish despite this bullish signal right here. If we get any shift in short sentiment, if we are seeing more sellers coming in as we're seeing it here, and the white line, the ratio is dropping below 50, XRP will go higher. Solana, same story as XRP. The retail sentiment is at the maximum level. If we can see, we've got double maximum level down here. We have slightly bearish sentiment is coming in, but we are still, the sentiment is still at the bullish as average, and the ratio, the sentiment ratio, the white line shows a bullish. We have the perfect maximum level here on Solana, where the sentiment were at the maximum level and price dropped. Why? Because we got the long and short ratio increased, and we saw more buyers coming in the market, and price dropped. So it's worth to look at Solana this week to keep eye on the sentiment to see how they're changing their sentiments. This is it for this week. We will keep you updated. I'm going to make another video later in the week. That's all for this video. Thanks. See you in the next one.